we're going to start with some neck circles. Per usual, I always like to start with a gentle roll just back and forth. And you can start to rotate to the front, bring the chin down to the chest. One ear to each shoulder. Down to the chest one more time, and we'll inhale, looking forward. So bring the arms up overhead. On the exhale, we're going to lean to the right side, starting to bring that elbow down to the floor if we can. If not, this hand is good enough. We're going to look up to that top arm. Really breathing into this open side, going to push the ribs outward. Inhale, coming back up, both arms. Holding the spine upward, and then exhale, leaning to the left side, bring that hand down, elbow if we're able. Breathing into that open side, opening the ribs. Inhale, coming back up. Both arms up overhead. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the arms behind us. We're going to bring fingers together. We're going to clasp fingers just like this and push down into the floor. Opening the chest, lifting. You can look up to open the throat a little bit too, if that feels good. One more inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to start to bring the hands together. You're just going to hold your own hands just like this behind your back and then pull around to one side, pressing the hands into the waist or down here at the hips. We're going to start to bring the ears towards the hands, stretching the neck a little bit deeper. You can rotate the head a little bit, looking down, looking up. Maybe finding where you feel a little bit of pressure and holding there. One more inhale. And exhale, start to veer off that, bring the head back up. Inhale, lifting chest, you can turn the palms upside down one more time. And exhale, start to bring the hands around to the other side. Inhale, and exhale, start to bring the ears towards the hands. And take a few breaths here. Again, you can rotate looking down, looking up, finding where you feel pressure and holding there. One more inhale. And exhale, so drop the hands back down. Inhale, lifting the chest one more time. Exhale, release the arms. And on the next inhale, we're going to take the right arm up over our head. We're going to start to pull just a little bit, pulling the neck to the side. And if you want, you can pull the ribs just a little bit. It's going to help focus on the vagus nerve running down to the side. onto the rib cage here. Inhale, so come back up. Exhale, release both arms. Next inhale, left arm is going to come up, grab the right ear, sort of pull to the left side. And you can rest right here. You can sit on the hand, pull that shoulder down a little bit. Or you can start to give the rib cage a little bit of a pull. Again, stimulating that vagus nerve. Inhale, so come back up. Exhale, release the arms. Roll the wrist if you like, maybe roll the shoulders. Take a couple breaths. These small movements that feel good, rolling shoulders, rolling wrists. Whenever we're ready, we're going to move the ribs around a little bit. So we're going to start with some rib circles. We're just going to move right here, trying to separate from the lower back and the hips. So moving the rib cage forward to the side, back, other side, forward. Not using the whole body just yet. So inhale, lifting rib cage forward. Exhale as we start to roll it around. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Going to change direction. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Inhale, we're going to sit up tall. Exhale, we are going to lean all the way forward. And rock a little bit side to side here. Should feel really good on the lower back and in the hips. You can switch out legs if you need to, bring the other leg in front. Rocking side to side. So we're going to do a full circle, just like the rib circles earlier, but we already used the lower back, so we are going to lean all the way forward, all the way back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And on that inhale, when you come down, you kind of want to lift the chest a little bit, so you're arching the back. A little bit of back bend here, so inhaling. And then on the exhale, curving the spine back, making kind of a hollow with the body right here. And we'll start to change direction, so moving to the other side, extend back, inhaling forward. And inhale, sit up tall. And return back towards you. So we're going to start to come into a butterfly here, bring the bottoms of the feet together. You can flap your wings. You can rock a little bit from side to side, massaging the muscles out on the floor. You rock in a little circle, rocking back, rocking forward. Or if you're comfortable and it feels good, you can always lead with the chest leaning into the hips. into the toes. Trying to keep the back as flat as possible. We're going to send the right leg out to the side, bring that left foot in. We're going to inhale, both arms up overhead. And exhale, so start to turn towards that right leg and lean down. Again, I want you to keep the back as flat as possible. Not arching down like this. It's more important that we have a flat back when we touch the knee with our nose. Inhale, we'll start to walk back slowly. And bring that knee back in, bring the feet together, rock side to side. Take a breath here. Maybe flap your wings. One more breath. Then we'll start to bring the left leg out to the side. Inhale, both arms come up overhead. Exhale, start to turn and lean into the left leg. And inhale, start to walk back up. And bring the feet back together to butterfly. Rock side to side, take some breaths. Whenever we're ready, we're going to come into a double pigeon. So we're going to bring one knee out in front. Bring that straight along the side of the mat here. We're going to bring the other leg over. Try to stack that ankle over that knee. And then that knee over the other ankle. And if this is too intense, you can always just release that top foot and kind of rest here for a few breaths. You'll really feel this on the outside of the hips right here, side of the thighs. It's an area where we tend to hold a lot of pressure. We hold a lot of emotions in our hips. So it's easy for that area to get really tight. Last inhale here. Exhale, we can start to release, unraveling here. Bring both knees back up. If you need to give them a little hug, you can. Or if you need to do butterflies, flap your wings, whatever feels good. But whenever you're ready, we're going to start to bring the other leg down in front. Try and keep that leg as straight as possible. I'm making a square here with our legs. And then bring the other leg over, stacking the ankle over the knee. and knee over ankle. Lifting up tall, deep breath. And holding here for just a moment. One more breath here. And on an exhale, you can start to bring that leg back down, start to unravel. Again, maybe you hug the knees in here. Maybe you go back to butterfly and flap the wings. Or rock side to side, whatever feels good. So we're going to give the hips a little bit of a break now. We're going to come to the side, all fours. Second shoulders over the wrist, over the knees. We're going to do a little set of cat-cow, very similar to the circles we were doing earlier. On an inhale, we're going to bring the belly button down, bending the spine, looking upward. And on exhale, we're going to use the belly button to push the air out, arching the back, pushing through the shoulder blades. Inhale, belly button comes down, gaze goes up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we're going to come to flat back. On the exhale, we're going to walk the hands forward into a puppy pose. We're not going to bring the chest all the way to the floor. We're just going to bend a little bit. Pushing the shoulder blades back. Pushing the arms back. Getting as close to the floor as we can, whatever's comfortable. And inhale, start to come back out. And if you're practicing at home and you want to do that pose and you want a little bit of support, you can always put some pillows or blankets, roll up some blankets and press onto the chest. So on an inhale, we're going to bring the right arm all the way up, small twist here. And then on the exhale, we're going to dive through that hand under the left arm, bringing the shoulder down, bring the ear to the floor. Left hand can start to go forward to the front of the mat or rest on the lower back. Exhale, bring the hand back down. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the right arm all the way back up. And exhale back down. Adjust if you need to. Inhale, left arm is going to come all the way up. Small twist. Exhale, dive through under the right arm, bring that shoulder to the floor. Right hand start to come forward to the front of the mat or rest on the lower back. Exhale, the arms are come back down to the floor. Big inhale, left arm is going all the way back up. Exhale, start bringing it back down. On the inhale, we're going to tuck these toes under and start to sit back. Right onto the heels. We're going to tuck those toes under, make sure all the toes are in contact with the floor. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Just letting the plantar fascia get a little bit of stretch in. And depending on how wide you have your knees, will deepen the stretch in different areas of the foot. So the wider the knees, the farther out on the foot, you'll feel it closer to the pinky toe. Closer the knees, closer you'll feel it inside the foot, closer to the big toe. One more breath here. Any last adjustments, any last movements? Breath, we're just going to lean forward a little bit so that we can untuck those toes, resting them on the floor. I'm going to bring the knees out just a little bit, right outside of the hips. We're going to try to sit as far down in between the feet as we can. And if you're practicing at home or if you have a block, you can use the block as a seat, maybe sit on a pillow or a blanket. And take some of the intensity off, or if you need, push up with the hands a little bit, maybe push on the bottoms of the feet for a little bit of support. Inhale, we'll start to come back up. We're going to adjust the feet, bring the feet together, bring the toes together. The knees will stay right outside of the hips on the outsides of the mat here. And we're just going to exhale into a child's pose. You can start to walk the hands to the right side. Take a deep breath in, that'll stretch the left side body. One inhale. Exhale as you start to walk the hands back to the middle. And exhale, you'll start to walk the hands to the left side of the mat. Opening the right side body, big breath in. One more inhale. Exhale, start to walk the hands back to the middle. And inhale, we'll start to come back up to all fours. We're going to come to a seated position. We're going to come back to that butterfly for just a second. Palms of the feet come together. You can flap your wings, you can rock side to side. And if it feels good, you can lengthen the spine and then start to exhale into the toes. Inhale, we'll start to come back up. I'm going to turn on the side here so I can meet you on the floor. So we're in our butterfly here, and we're just going to exhale as we start to lay back on the mat, keeping our feet together. We're in this bound angle pose. If this is a bit too intense, you can put the hands right under the top of the thighs, kind of pushing against gravity here. Or if you have blocks or blankets, maybe pillows, you can put those under the knees. As we inhale, start to bring the knees together slowly. You can bring the feet, ankles about hip apart. We're going to tuck the shoulder blades under off on the mat. And on the inhale, we're going to lift the hips into a bridge here. And make sure the muscles are super engaged through glutes, through the hamstrings, pushing hips forward. One more inhale. And exhale, we'll start to come back down. Slowly rolling each vertebrae down. And take a breath here, take a little bit of a break. One more time, we're going to inhale, so to lift the hips. Engaging all those muscles, pushing hips up as high as you can. Remember, shoulder blades are tucked under a bit here, palms facing down. One more inhale. And exhale, rolling back down one vertebrae at a time, lengthening the spine onto the floor. We're going to start to bring the right ankle over the left knee. Big inhale, start to lift the left leg, bring that in towards the chest. Maybe give that thigh a little bit of a pull. Flexing that top foot, lifting the toes towards the ceiling, tight the knee joint. Bottom foot, you can roll the ankle if that feels good. You point and flex. One more big inhale. And exhale as we start to drop those feet back to the floor. Into the breath. Next breath, we'll start to bring the left leg over, left ankle come to right knee. Inhale, start to pick up the legs, flexing that top foot. Goes up towards the ceiling to protect your knees. Bottom foot, you can roll the ankle. Maybe you point and flex the foot. One more inhale. Exhale, you can start to drop the legs down. Slowly unraveling the legs. We're going to make sure we tuck the lower back onto the floor here. And inhale, bring both knees into the chest from a hug. Maybe you rock side to side. We're going to start to bring the hands down, facing down to the mat, holding onto the floor. We're going to do some circles around the ribs with the knees. So on the exhale, we're going to bring the legs down, right under hip level. Inhale, bring the knees back into the chest. Exhale, circling down below the hips. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. Inhale. Really engaging in the core. Exhale. Inhale. And we're going to start to change direction. So we're going to exhale, go the other way. Just below the hips, keeping the lower back touching the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Tuck the knees into the chest, give them a hug, and you rock side to side one more time. And massaging the muscles out on the floor, especially in the lower back. One more inhale. And exhale, send the right leg all the way to the floor, extending. Left knee will stay into the chest for just another second. Exhale, that left knee is going to come out to the side. You can hold right here, be resting on the arm, or you can do a little circle if that feels good. And out to the side, straightening the leg, and the other way. We inhale, we're going to start to bring that knee back in towards the middle. And on the exhale, we're going to cross that over the body, over the right side. For supine twist, left arm can extend behind you. Looking over the fingertips. Inhale as you start to bring the knee back to the middle, coming out of that twist. Exhale, start to bring the left leg all the way down to the floor. Inhale, start to bring the right knee up into the chest. The hug here. Exhale, you can start to bring that out to the right side. Maybe do a couple circles around if that feels good. Bring the leg out to the side, straightening the leg, bring it back in, changing direction. Inhale the knee into the chest one more time. And then exhale, we're gonna bring that right knee over the left side of the body for a twist. Right arm can extend behind you, looking over the fingertips, looking behind you. One more inhale, starting to bring the knee back to the middle, unraveling from that twist. Exhale, we can start to bring that leg down to the floor. One last time, we're gonna inhale as we bring both knees up into the chest. This is the last time here, so if you wanna rock side to side, you can. Massaging the muscles one more time. Whenever you're ready, we're gonna bring palms together, just like this. We're gonna dive through the knees, through the legs, and grab the outsides of the feet. You can bring the bottoms of the feet together if that feels good. Or if you just want to keep the knees up high, that's fine as well. And whenever you're ready, if it feels good right here, you can start to lift the feet, bring the knees towards the armpit. The feet will come right outside the shoulders. We're a happy baby. And again, you're welcome to rock side to side. One more inhale. Exhale, we can start to come back down, bring the feet together, slowly coming back. Relax side to side. Start to bring the hands back to the outsides of the knees, coming back into the chest. Last inhale here. And we'll exhale. Start to extend the legs all the way to the floor. Tucking lower back to the floor. Finding a comfortable laying position, palms facing upward. We're going to take a few moments here in Shavasana. Maybe you take this time to focus on your breath. You can focus on the in and the out of the breath. You can focus on the sensation, the way the breath feels coming in your nose, filling your chest, through your belly. You can also do a bit of a body scan here. Start at the top of your head. Each breath, softening another muscle. We're going to focus on the tension in each muscle, just breathing it out. Turn your head, looking all the way down to your toes. Paying special attention to areas where we hold a lot of pressure, making sure to unclench the jaw, flex the shoulders. If the mind is starting to wander, you can start to bring it back. And take a couple breaths here before we start to move again. We can start to bring small motions back to the body, maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes. And start to roll the wrists, maybe rock the feet back and forth. And start to stretch up overhead, lifting the arms. So we can lift up the shoulders first and then the head. You sort of pick up the legs, starting to roll the ankles one at a time. You sort of pick up the feet, bringing them to the mat. And you sort of side to side. Remember that feels good. Whenever you're ready, we're going to sort of pick up the feet. Inhale, knees into the chest, rock side to side. Whenever you're ready, we're going to find one side. We're going to roll onto that side, using arms as a pillow. Tugging the knees into the chest, giving your body a hug, and telling yourself, thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up today, for all the hard work you've done. Anything else you need to hear. Let's take one more breath together. Hold a big inhale in through the nose. And big exhale, sigh out of the mouth. Rest here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, you can push yourself up to finish. And that's all I have for us today. Thank you so much for coming.